Hello everyone. In this video we will be reviewing some division with 2 and 3 digit divisors. So let's get started immediately. Here we have 23,100 divided by 75. So we start off by saying how many times does 75 fit into 23? It does not. So we take into account the third number as well. So we say how many times does 75 fit into 231. To do this, I would like to remind you that I hide the number on the right. So I hide the 5 and I hide the 1. And I ask myself, how many times does how many times does 8, so one more than whatever is here, fit into 23? 8 fits into 23 2 times. So I'm going to try 2. And then I say 2 times 75, that makes 150. And I do the subtraction. 231 minus 250 is going to give me 81. I then check, is this less than my divisor? No. Then I've made a mistake and I need to try one more time. So instead of 2, I need to try 3. 3 times 75 gives us 225. This subtraction will give us 6, which is less than 75, so I can continue. I carry down the 0, and I think, how many times does 75 fit into 60? It does not. So I write 0, and I carry down the next number, 0. Then I ask, does 75 fit into 600? And the answer is yes. To find how many times, I hide the 5, I hide the 0. I ask, how many times does 8 fit into 64? The answer would be 7. Let's try 7. 7 times 75 is going to give us 525. The subtraction gives us 75, which is equal to my divisor, meaning that I've made a mistake and need to try one more time. Instead of 7, I need to try 8. 8 times 75 makes exactly 600. 600 minus 600 is 0. So my result is 308 with a remainder of 0. Next up here, we have 10,362 divided by 23. I begin by asking, does 23 fit into 10? The answer is no. So then I ask, how many times does 23 fit into 103? To find the answer, I hide the 3, I hide the 3. I ask, how many times does 3 fit into 10? The answer is 3. Let's try 3. 3 times 23 makes 69. So this is probably going to be too little. Just to make sure. Yep, get 34 from this subtraction, which is more than my divisor, meaning I should have tried one more time. Oh. So instead of 3, let's try 4. 4 times 23 is going to give us 92. The subtraction gives 11, which is less than 23, so we're fine. We can continue by pulling down the 6. I carry down the 6 and we get 116. I ask, how many times does 3 fit into 11? The answer is 3 again, but now we're going to get, by doing 3 times 23, we're going to get 69, which is going to give us again something that's more than 23, like we saw before, because before we could have fit 4 23s into 103. This is 116, so we can definitely fit at least 4 since it's more than 103. So 4 times 23, so if you had tried here 3, you would have gotten 69. And by doing the subtraction, you would have gotten what? 47, right? So you would have seen that, oh, I made a mistake. You would have gone back and tried 4. 4 times 23 makes 92. This subtraction gives us 24, which is also greater than 23, so we're wrong again. We need to try again. We need to try 5 times. 5 times 23 gives us 115. 116 minus 115 gives us 1. Carry down the 2. And here we need to be careful. I just carried down the 2. So I need to complete the cycle of things that we need to do until we try to carry down another number and there isn't one to carry down. So here, for example, when we see the 23 doesn't fit into 12, we don't just say, okay, well, exercise is over. No, we say that 23 fits 0 times. 0 times 23 makes 0. This subtraction gives us 12. And then I go to carry down another number. There is no other number to carry down. And the result is 450 with a remainder of 12. This is very important because, as you see here, the result was not 45, but 450 with a remainder of 12. Next up, we have 136,749 divided by 577. So here we have a 3-digit divisor. When we have a 3-digit divisor, we're going to hide 2 digits when we need to. That's the only difference. Here we start by asking, does 577 fit into 136? No. So does it fit into 1,367? Yes. How many times? To find that, I hide the 7s and I pretend this is 6. Here, since I hid 2 numbers here, I need to hide 2 numbers here as well. So I hide the 6 and the 7 and I say, this is 6. So how many times does 6 fit into 13? The answer is 2. So let's try 2 times 577 would give us 1,154. This subtraction gives 213, which is less than 577. So we can continue carrying down the 4 and asking how many times does this fit into this? We find that by hiding the 7s. We hide 2 numbers here and 2 numbers here. We say how many times does 6 fit into 21? The answer is 3. So we're going to try 3 times. 3 times this gives us a 1 and a 3 and 17. 4 minus 1 makes 3. 3 minus 3 makes 0. And then we're going to get a 4 down here. So 403, which is less than 507. So great. Next up, we carry down the 9. And I say, how many times does 6 fit into 40? How many times does 6 fit into 40? The answer is 6. Let's do this multiplication here. 6 times 7 makes 42, right? 2 carry 4. 6 carry 4. 40. Sorry. This would give us 6 times 5 makes 30. Plus 4 that I carried from before would make 34. 9 minus 2 gives us 7. 3 minus 6 makes, well, we can't do that, so we borrow and we get 13 minus 6, which makes 7. I turn this down here. 4 becomes 5. I borrow again. 10 minus 5 makes 5. And then 4 minus 4 makes 0. So we get 577, which is exactly equal to my divisor, meaning we made a mistake. And we need to try again. Instead of 6, I need to try 7 times. And 7 times this is going to give us 4,039 exactly. And the result of the subtraction is going to be 0. Next up, we have 517,041 divided by 849. Does 849 fit into 517? No, it does not. So does it fit into 5,170? Yes, it does. To find how many times, I had the 4 and the 9. I pretend this is a 9. I hide the 7 and the 0. And I say, how many times does 9 fit into 51? The answer is 5 times. So let's try 5. 5 times this is going to give us what? 5, carry 4. 4 carry 2. 42. The subtraction gives 5 to 925, which is more than my divisor, so I need to try again. I need to try 6 instead of 5. 6 times 9 makes 54, so write 4 carry 5. 6 times 4 makes 24, plus 5 makes 29. Yeah, right, 9 carry 2. And then 6 times 8 makes 48, plus 2 that I carried over makes 50. This subtraction gives us 6, 7, 0, 0. Next, which is 76, which is less than my divisor. Next, we carry down the 4. Does 849 fit into 764? No. So we write a 0 and we carry down the next number. Carry down the 1. This does fit into this. To find how many times, we hide 2 digits here and 2 digits here. We say, does 9, how many times does 9 fit into 76? The answer would be 9. 9 times 9 makes 81, right? 1 carry 8. 9 times 4 makes 36, plus 8 that I carried over makes 44. So we're going to get 4 here and carry 4. 9 times 8 makes 72, plus 4 that I carried over makes 76. And the subtraction gives us 0. There's nothing else to carry down, so our division is over with a result of 609. So that will be all for today. I will see you again on Friday's video. Bye.